everybody! Armor King here. And today, we have another Armor King guide. And specifically, this guide is talking about whether or not it may or may not be worth it to use your throw punishment on Armor King. Now, throw punishment in general means moves like blocking with any low that recovers in a crouching state for a crouch throw punishment, or also blocking a power crush and punishing with that of a throw. Now, why is it a bit of a debate with Armor King compared to King? Well, in my honest opinion, actually, both is absolutely worth it for Armor King. But it depends on the scenario that you're putting yourself in. So, let me go into detail. First and foremost, crouch throw punishment is extremely needed, right? This allows you to get health back if you have already chipped yourself with some, or you've gotten yourself in a situation where you are chipped, or with down 1+3 right here, this will help you with a combo starter on a floor blast and or floor break stage. So, in this scenario, you are on a stage which does not need that. You are on a wall break stage. And you can still use a move like while standing 3-1. Now this is absolutely important because while standing 3-1 is also a heat engager. So you can also use this over down 2+4 in this given scenario to be able to net yourself a good chunk of damage at 36, doing, I believe, 1 damage more than down 2+4 or down 1+3. Now this is incredibly important information, correct? Because Armor King has already a super good move that will respond to Kazuya's down 1+2. Now, Kazuya is a prime example, but there will be other examples that I will be using, such as down back 3. Now, this is a recover and crouching move that Kazuya uses. This move is basically a sneaky little low poke. Sneaky fast low poke. But it's -12. So, do you see where I'm going with this? In these situations, Kazuya, you're going to want to use against him here, only at -12, the crouch throw punishes. Because then, you will still get yourself 35 damage, while also being able to either get a good heat burst, or get a good unscaled 100% 35 damage floor break. And then everything after the floor break is scaled, of course. So, what the rules in which I am throwing this at you is it's dependent on the opponent's recovery time. And just exactly what you want to do in this situation is clearly you want to be able to use while standing 3-1 for more damage and for the possibility of being able to wall splat and or wall break. See, that's not even optimal, and yet I can still go for something that insane, all because I went with while standing 3-1. Now, you can do roughly the same thing with a regular wall splat and get, what, probably just as much, if not more damage? It just depends on the situation that you're in and what exactly you're going to want to go for with Armor King. Now, this is just your crouch throw punishes. Now, let's talk a little bit about your throw punishment. Throw punishment is exceedingly important, especially as Armor King. Not as important as it will be with King, but Armor King has great throws, like amazing throw game. And a lot of his throws, he's got 3 of them, which all floor break. And the ones that I just showed you, this floor breaks, and this especially floor breaks. These are all super important. But, as you can see, it's minus 12, allowing Armor King to go into back 1-2, into his bad Jaguar mix-up at plus 8. So what are you going to really want to optimize here for Armor King? Are you going to want to get the wall damage with Giant Swing? Possibly close it out with $70 of damage? Or are you in a situation where you're going to use Hades Drop and get like a big combo and cash out on Kazuya? Or are you another character that's not Armor King that has a 12-frame wall splat? Not a lot of characters have a 12-frame wall splat. I know Kazuya does. I also know that Heihachi has a 10-frame wall splat. Armor King, his 12-frame and 11-frame wall splat is this. So, what exactly do you actually want to go for here as Armor King? Possibly something like this. Yeah, and that's like 135 damage, and that was off of just like almost a simple conversion. Like I could have probably made that even more optimized if I wanted to, but like just seeing how insane that is, Armor King is capable of so many great things. And that was all off of a throw punish, right? Like let's say you're near a wall break for Armor King here, and then Kazuya is trying to disrespect you, so you go ahead and you give him the old heave-ho. You know what I mean? You give him the good old, hey man, you need to respect my frames, or I'm going to kill you with this knowledge right here. And the knowledge see that? Just look at how incredible that is. Just from a that's just simple knowledge checking with Armor King. Like this is something that is completely unavoidable for Kazuya. Kazuya has to eat this. Like you could do a bunch of things. You could do the generic 1 throw, the generic 2 throw, and still get a floor break on it. You could go for the easier Tombstone Pile Driver. You could go for the the Hades Drop. I was gonna say Atlas Hammer. That is not the same move at all. Or you could go for the AK Driver. Like there's so many options here, which it does do more damage, and it takes away all chip. So like this is definitive damage. That is a definitive 53 damage. Versus here, we don't have definitive damage, but we do have a plain old mix-up. And look at how much more damage you're going to get from this mix-up, right? So is it actually worth it for Armor King to do a throw, or is it more worth it for him to go into a mix-up and get proper damage out of it? Because like back 1-2 is great, but it's not like the be-all end-all. And you do have a hit confirmable 2-4 or 2-3 for a wall splat. So like the option is there. But all I'm trying to actually tell you is that it depends on your situation. So what I'm trying to get through to you here is that Armor King has a plethora of amazing options that he can push through. But if your opponent is at least minus 15 or something like that, It's just, it's unrealistic for you to want to, let me see if I can, yeah. It's unrealistic for you to want to punish with a throw. Now, Armor King is a bit of an exception here, because no matter what, 53 damage, if you're already in rage, this should kill any character. So it shouldn't matter too much, but if you can launch punish somebody, you should definitely launch punish them. See that? Minus 18, you can do dark upper, boom, 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 boom. Mm, uh, 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 uh. 98 damage, dude. That's literally 98 damage, and I haven't even, like, that's not even, like, fully optimized, right? Like, this is the type of stuff I'm trying to point out. That is insane. But, yeah, you're not gonna want to optimize to punish like this all the time, unless you're, like, on a floor blast, floor break stage. Like, you can do this, and it should kill 90% of the time. But it depends on your scenario. See this? He's at, like, 72 health. 78 health, and he still has all of that health from his chip from earlier. That's the example I'm trying to get across to you. Kazuya could have, like, all of this recoverable health, all of this stuff, like, going for him. And yet, you, as the Armor King player, are going to opt for something like what? Like Tombstone Piledriver? When you could be killing Kazuya for this? And you have many easy examples. Armor King is an insane character. He's so cool. And there's just plenty of possibilities with him. You just have to keep yourself in a situation, or remind yourself that you're in a situation with Armor King where you should optimize your punishes the way that you need to be optimizing them. Like 4-3 here, 4-3, 13 frame plus 9 on hit, no recoverable health. Back 1-2, no recoverable health. With a throw mix-up. Or you could opt for Tombstone Piledriver and get, like, a launch at minus 12. And you can do so many different things. Da-da. Or you can do this if you want to keep it lame. Like, Kazuya is a prime example. But let me try to, like, show you a different example as to why it depends on your situation. One sec. Now, Kuma is a character that literally does a knowledge check on you on whether or not you're going to recognize that Kuma is in a recoverable state, like in a crouching recovering state, or in a standing recovery state with back 1. Now, this is super and uber important, because it's not going to be the most easy thing that you easily visualize with this character. See that? Boom! Or, oh no, he didn't recover crouching. And then you do this, and then all of a sudden, Kuma is going to be like, oh, he tried to crouching recover, down forward 2-1. Let me show you. See that? This right here is exactly why you need to be very sharp when you're fighting against a character like Kuma. And the fact that you know it's 13 frames, or minus 13, Kuma can do this if he goes into hunting bear stance. Let me try that again. one more time. I'm doing it too slow. So, yeah. As Armor King. And then I get launched because I try to do a high punish against Kuma of all characters. So, what are your options as the Armor King player to always get a consistent punish? Forward 1 plus 4, down forward 4, and down forward 1 are your best friends. These are always consistent punishes against Kuma. Now, yes, you can, if you visually see that Kuma is actually not recovering crouch, right? Yep, see? Punished every time. Boom. I didn't have to visually confirm. But that time I did. That time I waited. And see that I opted for down forward 1 or down forward 4. Yep. Oh, see? I got impatient. I got impatient and I got punished for it. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Armor King is capable of doing and beating characters like Kuma with a consistent punish like forward 1 plus 4 and down forward 4 and down forward 1. Because these tools are so integral to Armor King's game plan, especially like forward 1 plus 4. This move is so good. Like, it's so good. Look at how far it reaches from here. Look at that. It can hit on the 14th frame against Kuma. And see, look at how far it reaches before, like, I can't reach Kuma anymore. Like, this is incredible. Like, this punish is super good. Now, I will go over one more character example. Alright, everyone, now, we are at our final example, and this is Lars Alexanderson. Now, this character is super infamous for having lows that are way too safe. Normally, a normal character can only get, like, while standing 1. Some characters, in very rare cases, like Armor King, has while standing 2 as a punish as well. But I believe also even Dragunov has, like, a 12-frame wall splat. So, like, from crouching. I know he has his while standing shoulder as well, so there is that. But in this case, Armor King has crouch throws, which is capable of punishing these really annoying lows from Lars, including this one here. This low is extremely annoying because in heat, Lars can do even more damage to you than normal, and it is literally only minus 12 on block. Sure, you can low parry it. These are things that you are capable of doing. And look, just all that wall travel from a low parry, pretty darn good. But as you can see, it's insane just to see it's plus 4 on hit, right? This, in Armor King's favor, is not the greatest. Plus 4 is extremely annoying. But while our opponent is in heat here, plus 5 for Lars, our head is facing towards him with our back to the ground. So, no, definitely not advantageous for us at all. It is a good thing the devs knew that we wouldn't have super good punishes as most characters would, but we still get a crouch throw punish as Armor King, Azucena, probably later characters down the line. But yes, these lows are they're just extremely annoying to deal with in general, okay? And this is our answer to these kinds of things. Now, this is exclusive to all the characters that have crouch throw punishes, including Dragunov, Dinov, you know what I mean, Azucena, Armor King, and King. But the fact that Armor King has access to this stuff against really low, like really annoying lows that most characters can't punish for more than 20 damage from a while standing 4, it's pretty dang good that Armor King has these options. And this is an option where it is far better than our default punish option, which is, you know, while standing 4. 35 damage is certainly nothing to scoff at, and being able to recover your health against Lars when he's chipped you darn near to death is definitely something very important to write down for. It then brings me to the other option here, which is his minus 14 Power Crush. Now this is where it gets super juicy for Armor King, because at 14 frames is where Armor King can start launch punishing you. Like, if you're a Brian main, then you definitely already knew about this. But as an Armor King main or a Mishima main, this is integral information. Super important information. You see all that? All that insane wall carry? All because Armor King punished with a dark upper instead of a throw. So, yes, you can punish with a throw if you really want to go for some tombstone in on a floor blast stage, but the most optimal damage is definitely going to be dark upper. Is it the most realistic? No, probably not, but you do get 4-3, which is extremely nice against the wall. You get down back 2-4. You get down back 2-4 and down back 2-3. I said down back 2-4 when I pressed down back 2-3. How crazy. But yeah, no. It just tells you how insane, like, this stuff is. Is your throw punishment important on other characters? So, I will show you an example of one character I have in mind where throw punishment can be extremely important. So, here we go. I introduced to you Paul Phoenix. This throw is his down forward 1+3 throw. Oh, okay, bro. There we go. Now there is our combo chat. Look at that. 113 damage, dude. That's why it matters so much. Because you're not going to get a, like, wall splat from right here. Like, you can, but you can also get this, right? You can get back 3. If you're in the neutral, back 3. But what my case in point is that in Paul's grabbing situation, it is far more advantageous for him to do down forward 1+3 because you get immediate 52 damage of wall splat just instantly. So you have to calculate what moves you're using that will be more, advantageous for you with your different characters. This isn't just a summary about Armor King and King. or just strictly Armor King in general. This is for everybody to understand. So, thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you guys got the point right through and everything. I hope it helped you guys quite a lot with understanding where we're at with Armor King and other characters, at least when it comes to like training and anything that's throw related. And if it's better for you or more suited for you to be prepared to punish power crushes or low crouching moves that, you know, like moves that recover in a crouching state, for Armor King and King, it's super hyper advantageous. Azucena, fucking, dude, Dragunov, like, any character with a crouch throw is going to have a lot better of a time against certain characters. But yeah, thank you guys again for coming around and checking this video out. It's going to be highly condensed, so I have a lot of like cutting down to do. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays!
Shout his name!
Armor King!